All right, guys, thank you so much for turning to this brand new video. It's really very funny and important video. I'm gonna show you what President Trump just said in front of crowd, and it's shocking. I just want to show this video with you. I request you to watch the video till the end. It's very funny. It's very important as well. You will be shocked.
Trump is currently in the middle of, I think, what's supposed to be a campaign speech in New York for the Republican Party, and instead it's turning into a public
Look at the picture, look at Trump picture.
mental health episode. Trump is in a state of cognitive decline, ranting and raving, and basically displaying his senility on live TV. It's one of the weirdest speeches of his entire career, and it's, I guess, nowhere close to even ending, so I can't imagine where we'll be at the end of it. But I wanted to show you what's already publicly available so you can see in real time. It's really weird. We have 2.5 years left to go. But before we unpack all that, if you end up liking this video and you want to support the channel, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. All right, folks, brace yourselves. Here we go.
And the mother's screaming, "Come on, darling, I love you so much. Mom, I love you. I love you." And she couldn't do it. Boom. It dropped. And then in steps this young transitioned person. I've gotten very good with the words. It took me a long time. I used to get criticized.
I've gotten very good with the words. I think it's part of his,
He's the president of USA. I can't believe, I've never seen President Biden doing these type of acts. I've never seen President Obama. Still, I have never seen what President Trump is just doing. I'm shocked.
stock part of the speech where he, mocks trans people. It's really strange what he's doing. I mean, again, just the weird grunting and the groaning and saying he's good with the words. You're about to see that he's not good with the words. More on that a little later. During the course of his speech, he's interrupted by hecklers and demonstrators.
You've heard this story, and she sees 6 girls, and she knows every one of them. She looks over there, great, that's good. Hi, how you doing? She hates them because, they're competitors, but she says hi. Then she looks to the right, she sees 6 people, and she knows 5 of them, but there's a person just on her right who's gigantic. It's a gigantic person, and she's looking up at him. At her, excuse me. That could be the end of my political career. That could be. You cannot do that. You cannot say looking up at him, because so she's looking up at her. Oh my, she's so big. I've never seen anybody. And he has a wingspan sort of the size of Shaquille O'Neal. Go home to mom. Go
home. So he gets the protester thrown out.
Do you know President Trump is so much unpopular right now? Everybody is voting against President Trump. Even polls on Fox News, they're showing 65% people are not liking President Trump. 65% Americans are voting against the policies of President Trump. And you can see the example right here.
But along the way, you're going to hear Trump, who again just claimed that he was good at the words. Well, you heard him stammer and stumble and slur. Be quite bad with the words here.
Transition. Can you imagine saying, we will not allow the mutilization of your children? If you said that, they'd say, what's wrong with that person? Why are they talking that way? Today,
they would say that if you said the word mutilization, which is not a word. Now, mutilation is a word, and if you were good with the words, you would know that. Mutilization is not a word, and yet he repeatedly types it out in Truth Social screeds, and he says it on stage because he's not good with the words. He's in fact quite bad with the words. He's atrocious. It's absolutely stunning to see a president with such a limited vocabulary in real time give a speech like this.
Most of it, they allowed the mutilization of your children, and we don't allow that stuff.
Mutilation, not mutilization. And again, trans sex reassignment surgeries are virtually non-existent for people who are underage in the United States. It's a culture war issue that Trump is just trying to recycle in order to, gin up his otherwise flagging approval ratings, and not just general, but in every major policy area. I don't think it's going to work. But that's the red meat he's thinking about feeding to his base.
Blue means Democrat. That's a new name I came up with. You've never heard. I was thinking about this character we have in the House. His name is Hakeem Jeffries. And he's a low IQ person, very low IQ. And I watched what he was saying and what the horrible things he was saying, and I said, he's a dumb guy. I said, wait a minute, he's a Democrat. That's how I got the name. You take the E out, you don't use the B. A lot of people don't know dumb has a B in it, actually. You don't need it. You discard the B. But you take the E out and you replace it with a U. They're dumb. They are Democrats. You know why? Because their policies are dumb.
He was right. It is one of the weirdest speeches of President Trump I have ever heard in my 2 or 3 years YouTube career. You know, I have no words. Literally, I have no words.
I know what you're thinking. Damn, AI's gotten good. It's not AI. It's a real person. It's the president of the United States. It's the leader of the...
Yeah, exactly. He's a president of United States. Like, can you imagine? It's a country. It's a superpower country in the world. It's an example for other countries. Like,
Free world right there. Guy has the power to nuke the world. Pretty much everybody of average IQ and any experience with the English language knows that dumb has a B in it. It is a silent B, but people know that. I imagine most of the people in the audience know that. I don't know why you're treating it like some sort of grand revelation. That's quite disturbing. But thank you for the breathtaking etymology of Democrat, because they're dumb. It's like Democrat, but dumb. You take the E, you make it a U. You drop the B because there's a B, right? Right, Stephen? B? There's a B in dumb? Yeah, right. A lot of people didn't know that. It's breaking news. Breaking news. The fake news won't tell you. The fake news won't tell you that there's a B in dumb. But I'm telling you that there's a B. But we're dropping it. We're dropping it right now. 2.5 more years of this.
2.5 more years, and still President Trump says in different speeches, I might be here till 2032. He wants to stay longer. It's his wish. Remember my word. It's his wish. And is it possible in USA? Can you tell me in the comment section, like, can he run again in 2028? I'm a student of US politics. Can you teach me, like, is there any possible way that he can run in 2028 again?
Let's continue.
This speech, he can't read a speech. So I don't read too many speeches.
He's talking about the inability. People can't read a speech. Donald Trump is talking about that. That's strange.
Speeches either. I'd be better off if I did. But he can't read a
Yes, you would be.
speech. But he called himself a dumb person. And when you do that, I say it ends. But a friend of mine, very good at politics, say, don't worry, people forget about it. I don't know. I don't think you can forget. I thought it was the worst. He did this during an interview. I thought it was the worst interview by a professional politician in the history of our country. Because Gavin, I think, is when he says he's stupid. He said he's stupid. But remember? But he said he's smarter than the people in the room. And then he got sued for being a racist. Okay? And I guess he probably is a racist. But he said he was a stupid person. You'll never hear me call myself I'm the smartest guy you're ever going to meet. It's true. And don't you want to have a smart person as president?
I'd love for a smart person to be president, but we don't have that, and I don't think we're going to have that again for another 2.5 years unless you abruptly resign. He's referring to, of course, Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom, who I believe was dyslexic or is dyslexic. He never said he was stupid. He just said that, he had challenges learning and studying over the years, in large part because of dyslexia. That doesn't make you stupid. Dyslexic people are not stupid. Donald Trump is stupid. Right, but again, he's either lying or he's too dumb to understand what Newsom actually said, while insisting that he's incredibly smart. He's the smartest person anybody will ever meet, and yet he's had former cabinet officials, people who worked with him closely, like Rex Tillerson, his first Secretary of State, who called him, quote, a fucking moron. That's not a liberal. That's not a Democrat. That's one of Trump's own handpicked cabinet officials. He would know. He would know better than that crowd. And he says Trump is fucking stupid. And I'm inclined to agree.
Dumb person, D-U-M, not the B. He's a dumb person. It's enough. Most people don't know it has a B. He's a dumb person. I said, doctor, I don't mind being called.
It's the second time he says that most people don't know dumb has a B in it. Everybody in that, I mean, well, they're Trump supporters, so I guess it's possible that they don't. But I mean, I would venture to guess that most of the people behind you know that dumb has a B in it, man. Why are you talking like this is a revelation? It makes me very concerned. It should make you concerned. It should make everybody listening concerned.
A brilliant, total tyrant dictator, but I don't want to be called dumb. What do I do, doctor? Is there some kind of a test I can take?
I can't listen more. Please, please, please. I'm sorry. I can't listen more. It was one of the it was one of the weirdest speeches I have ever heard from President of USA, President Donald J. Trump. You know, I'm making videos since 3 years now. Literally, it was a strange speech I have ever heard. I just don't, I have no words. What should I say? Oh my God. I'm tired. I'm sorry for my reaction, but I'm tired. What was this? I was expecting some professional speech. I was expecting, I was listening to President Obama. He was still looking very fit. He was still looking very professional. He was looking like a president of USA, very professional. But when we see I'm from Asia, hear people, assume, and it's a reality. USA is a superpower country. They say USA is a superpower country, but now they say, look at the president of USA. And I have to tell them that no, President Trump, I have to cover that. Like, no, USA is a superpower country, and the president of USA is very professional. But when I see speeches like this, I'm totally ousted. What should I say? I'm literally confused. And right now, he's doing these type of speeches, and you know the fact, he's the most unpopular person right now in USA. Like 65% people are turning against President Trump. They're voting. The polls on Fox, they are saying 65% people are not liking President Trump. They are saying we are not agree with the policies of President Trump. They are not endorsing the policies of President Trump. And Republicans are also turning against President Trump. You have seen Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is now exposing President Trump in her speeches, in a lot of speeches. And you have seen Pam Bondi. Trump just fired Pam Bondi, and a lot of people, and more to go. And people, even Republicans, they are MAGA people. They are turning against President Trump. They are getting gasoline on higher prices. I was watching TikTok videos. Everybody is now making videos, and they're telling their daily life situation, how difficult have become. So everybody is busted now. Everybody is worried. Everybody is facing inflation, difficulty in their daily life. What's your opinion? Are you satisfied with the performance of President Trump so far? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I'm a student of US politics, and you're the teacher. By the way, what is your random thoughts about this speech of President Trump? Can you defend this? Please, I request you to, please comment under this video. It's very important. I want to know about your opinion about this speech of President Trump. It's very interesting. It's strange. It's weird. I have no other words to say. I want to know about your words. What are your random thoughts about this speech? Let me know in the comment section, guys. And please excuse my accent as well. I'm not a native speaker. I'm just trying to learn American accent as soon as possible. But it would be very difficult for me to learn American accent by listening to the speeches of President Trump. Well, I'm sorry. I'll bring more important videos for you. Till then, please take care of yourself, and please take care of your health as well. It's really very important.